When Dr. Forrest Shaklee was born, no one could have guessed that he would become such an extraordinary man. An early childhood illness prompted his parents to move the family to the fertile farm country of northern Iowa, where in fresh air and sunlight, young Forrest could grow healthy and strong. It was there he began his lifelong exploration of the connection between nature and good health.
Shaklee philosophy, Shaklee's dream, began when I was a very young fellow. I walked out into the fields and climbed up onto a stack of hay, lying there flat on my back dreaming. I began to realize that I too was a product of nature, and being a product of nature, it behooved me to cooperate with nature.
When it was time to choose a career, Forrest became a chiropractor and began to experiment with ways to provide better nutrition for his patients. The result was one of the world's first nutritional supplements.
And we sold our first food supplement the first day of July 1915. We called it Vitalized Minerals.
In the early days of aviation, he learned to pilot a plane so he could visit patients all over the state of Iowa. He met many of the inventive Americans who were changing life forever. Henry Ford and Thomas Edison were frequent correspondents. Always the inventor, Dr. Shaklee outfitted one of his clinic vans with bunks, running water, and an ice chest, and one of his cross-country travels took him to the West Coast. He was so inspired by the year-round growing climate that he decided to move his practice to Oakland, California. There, he continued his research with nutritional supplements. In 1956, at age 62, when most people think of retirement, he put it all together in the greatest adventure of his life. He started the Shaklee Products Company with just one product, a commitment to harmony with nature, and a business plan that relied on people reaching out to help other people.
The first thing we want you to remember, the very first thing you must remember, is your service to humanity.
With innovation after innovation, Shaklee offered life-changing products to improve the health of people and the planet. L.I.F.E, biodegradable non-toxic basic H, the first instant protein, phosphate-free basic L and basic D, the first of their kinds. Those first small steps, a young boy wandering through a field, were just the beginning. Dr. Shaklee's early research has led to revolutionary products like Vivix, Omega Guard, and Life Plan. And Dr. Shaklee's ideas have taken root all around the world, improving the lives of people beyond borders and oceans.
You say you can't hear the voice of nature, but you can. You say you can't talk to nature, but you can. Let's get close to nature.
Dr. Shaklee once dreamed that people could improve their lives by helping others and by living in harmony with nature. Today, the power of that one man's dream endures.
Innovation is at the heart of everything we do at Shaklee. So this Innovation Center is really the beginning of what ultimately we call the Shaklee effect.
Shaklee's history is all about focus on innovation and science. The opening of this Innovation Center allows us to bring all the scientists under one roof.
A long-standing Shaklee idea that comes from Dr. Shaklee himself is get that core nutrition, get all of the nutrients that you might be lacking, so that once the gaps are closed, your body will be able to build its health to the maximum degree. This is what we call optimal nutrition.
Nutrition is such an important area for maintaining human health, and it's very important that we discover the best ways of doing that. And Shaklee is bringing products which are having the goal of improving human health. So I think a lot can be done to make that just better and better.
With science, we understand what can make a difference. With science, we understand how do we take from nature what is the best. Science is the lifeblood of all that process.
Shaklee has invested hundreds of millions of dollars in research and development to create the wonderful portfolio of products that we have today. And this innovation center is just another step of our investment, and this is going to be the future of many innovations that we hope allow people to live healthier, longer lives.
We're pleased to have Shaklee as a research collaborator working with L.I.F.E Health to help us better understand the potential effects of dietary supplements on telomere lengths. The joint research conducted by L.I.F.E Health and Shaklee is designed to determine the telomere lengths of Shaklee product consumers who routinely take a wide variety of dietary supplements and have done so for 5 or more years. We've already completed the initial phase of the study, which involved collecting blood samples from over 100 Shaklee consumers and conducting telomere assays on the samples. The next phase of the study is to identify a population of non-supplement users matched for age and gender, and to collect blood samples for similar testing and comparison to the Shaklee population. Telomere length associations will be correlated to dietary supplement use, demographic, and other lifestyle and behavior characteristics of Shaklee's supplement users compared to non-users. For example, we've seen that multivitamin use and higher vitamin C and vitamin E intakes from food and supplements have been associated with longer telomeres. So it will be very interesting to see the study results comparing Shaklee consumer telomere lengths compared to non-users.